4 weeks away from the general election, so this week I'm going to familiarize you with the 4 statewide issues that you'll face when you close the curtain on November 8th, or you close the envelope when you file absentee. I-116 is the Crime Victims Initiative, and then the I-177, that's the Trapping Initiative. I-181 is a Brain Injury and Disease Initiative, and I-182, of course, the Medical Marijuana Initiative. Let's take them in order. So today we look into I-116, the Crime Victims Initiative.
I-116 is designed to add the rights of crime victims to the Montana Constitution. It would include having a victim's welfare considered when setting bail and making release decisions, preventing the disclosure of information that could be used to harass the victim, allowing the victim to receive notice, be present, and be heard at court proceedings, and notifying the victim if the accused is released or escapes. There would be 14 other specific rights afforded to crime victims should this pass. This initiative has been passed in several other states, including where it began in California as Marsy's Law. So who's for it? A litany of sheriffs, state legislators, and U.S. Senator Steve Daines. They say I-116 will provide victims of crime a voice in the process and finally afforded an equal level of rights to that of the accused. Among those opposed, a state district court judge, the Gallatin County attorney, and several other state legislators who say that it's unnecessary because Montana already has strong laws to protect crime victims. They say the constitutional amendment will be costly, claiming cities and counties will need to either cut services or raise taxes to pay for adding staff to handle all the requirements of I-116, and they state that it's backed by a businessman from California. That last point is definitely true. California billionaire Henry Nicholas put up 94% of the $2.4 million raised to support the initiative in Montana. No money has been raised to oppose it. There has not been a published study as to how much I-116 would cost taxpayers, but in North Dakota, where a similar law is also on the ballot, a committee in opposition there estimates it will cost the state $2 million a year.
One issue opponents have with I-116 is the definition of victim, which could include those related to the victim, which could make the job of protecting and informing victims a bit unwieldy. And if you'd like more